Hey friends, what's up? Welcome to today's video. I'm going to be doing some speed reviews for you all. These are products that I've really been trying out for the past month to 2 months, and I kind of just wanted to update you on my thoughts with all of these. We have a handful of eyeshadow palettes, bronzer, mascara, concealer, all the things. So if you want to hear my thoughts on some of these newer items and newer to me items, be sure to stay tuned. Also, if you don't know, I'm doing 31 days of content here in December. So if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. You're gonna want to. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so the first item that I wanted to chat about just on the top here is this Charlotte Tilbury quad that I got. It is the Pillow Talk Dreams luxury palette. So this is the one where the color story is a little bit deeper, and you guys, the way that I am obsessed with this, I never thought that I would be, because first of all, I'm not really even into quads. I'm not like a super quad person or singles or anything like that, but this has truly just like snatched my heart and ran away with it. The mattes in here are absolutely beautiful. They're so soft. They're so easy to blend in the tones. I think that that's really what just sets it apart from everything else, are the freaking tones, because I can wear this one by itself. I can combine them, leave them matte. Like, I don't even feel the need to wear a shimmer. Like, who am I? You know, and then if you want to wear a shimmer though, by goodness, you have a shimmer. Like these, so stunning, you guys. This is honestly probably made its way to one of my favorite palettes in my whole collection. Like, that is just how good it is. And I feel like if you're someone who is really minimal with makeup, just want something quick but beautiful, like in the morning, you would love this. Am I aware that it's expensive? Yeah. Do I think it's overpriced? Yeah. I would wait for a sale, but like, honestly, it is so good. I don't think that you would be disappointed with it at all. Like, it is the most foolproof eyeshadow palette. Like, literally, if I didn't do all of this, this is one that I could see myself just using every day. Like, it's just so easy, foolproof. Like, I love it, you guys, and I cannot highly recommend it enough. It is so stinking good. The next product that I have, also from Charlotte Tilbury, is her Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have talked about this a few times on my channel. I have the shade 4 Fair, and it goes on pretty light, but as it dries down, it does look a bit deeper. I have chatted about this a little bit, and I think it's nice, but I don't think that it's all that for me personally. It's a little bit too radiant for my preference. It makes my under eyes look a little bit too glowy. It doesn't, but I will say it doesn't like crease a lot, or it doesn't leave you feeling dry. It's just like not my preference. I don't think, like, it doesn't hit the same as like some of my others. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think that I would repurchase it. Or if I'm going to recommend a concealer to you guys, I'm going to recommend a different one. Like, I'm not going to recommend this one. And like I said, I mean, it's not because it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I just don't love it, if that makes sense. So yeah, just a little too glowy for my personal preference, but and it's a really expensive one as well. So, you know, if it's that expensive and I feel meh about it, I'm not going to pick it up again. The next product is from Tarte. This is their Breezy Creamy Bronzer. Mine looks kind of gross. And this is the mini size, which I love that they did these in minis. If I could buy everything in a mini, I would. I would. It'd be so great. You get to try so much, but you could actually finish a lot too. Like, I love a mini. But I've really been enjoying this. I will show you guys the tone on me. It blends out absolutely beautifully on the skin. It is warm, but I don't find it pulling orange on me or anything like that. It's just so nice. Like, everyone hyped this product up, and I was really worried because a lot of the time when products get super hyped up, I find myself not liking them. I find them to be overhyped. But this one, smash hit out of the park. And I think for this mini, it's like $12 or $15, something like that. Really affordable, really, really great cream bronzer if you're into creams, if you love creams, or if you're just getting started with creams. I also think this would be a really great beginner-friendly cream product to work with because, like I said, it just blends out so nice and so easily that I truly feel like you would be able to get the hang of it relatively quickly. So I really like that one. The next one is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 2 palette. You guys are probably like, didn't you get that in August? I did. But listen. So I only just recently have been playing with it. I did an initial look with it and then I hadn't really played with it since then. But I did film a 3 looks 1 palette that you guys will see at some point this month with this palette. And that really helped me to gather my thoughts on it. And honestly, I think that I like the OG one better. And here's a couple reasons why. The creams in this palette are much softer and more emollient. And I feel like because of that, you have to be careful with them or you're gonna get some creasing. Whereas with the other creams in the first palette, they're on the stiffer side. So the powders aren't seeping into it as much. And I feel like that makes the creams over in the first one a lot better. These creams aren't bad. I just feel like they're a little bit too soft, too emollient. I do think the tones of them though are absolutely breathtaking. The tones are stunning, but you would not be able to wear them on their own or with the topper. Like you would have to set them down with the powder, which is fine, but I'm just letting you know in case you're eyeing this one, you would have to set it down with a powder. I think that the tones in this palette are beautiful. My favorite is probably this one right here as far as the mattes go. This just leans, it's like interesting because it's not super pinky and it's not super mauvey even. It's almost like they're like more of like a rusty brown situation. But then when you use the shimmers, it brings the pink out more and you get more of a mauvey look. I think that the mattes are really great. They perform really well, similar to the first palette. And I think the shimmers are absolutely stunning. Shimmers, toppers, they're all really good. And the one thing that I do like about this palette though, is it doesn't have any of those weird formulas that the OG one has. Like, and I don't even know what they are, but like this formula and this formula, they're weird. I don't know what they are. They're like I don't want to say cream to powder because they're not, but it's almost like it's like they're almost a cream to powder, but they have shimmers in them. I don't know. They're weird. I don't really use them. So I'm happy that those in particular are not in this palette. I like that he gave us more toppers and shimmers instead. But I just think for me, it comes down to the color story, and these creams are a little bit too emollient for my taste, but I do overall think this is a good palette, and I think that if you enjoy the color story, I think that you would really like it. I did not experience like any creasing or anything like that. They were long wearing, consistent with the other formula. So yeah, I think that if you like this color story, I think it's a good one. Okay, next up I have the Blur Jam from Wishful, which is, or no, it's from Glowish from Huda Beauty's brand. And this shit is like magic. It's like on another level. I don't even know what it is, but it's wow. This is what it looks like. It's called the Blur Jam, and it's supposed to literally just blur your face and minimize any kind of pores or anything like that. And it does do that, and you only need like the tiniest amount of product. And then I don't go in right away with my foundation, but I go in, I apply like literally, when I'm saying the tiniest amount, I mean like the tiniest amount. It blurs beautifully, like the imperfections. I let it sit for a second and then I go in with everything else. And it looks so beautiful. It wears really nicely. It doesn't like pick my makeup up or anything like that. And this would last you so long. The shelf life on it is 12 months, and I think it would easily, there's enough product in here to go longer than that, you guys, like, because you only need the tiniest amount. But I think if you're someone who is looking for a pore filling primer, I think this is wonderful. And it even has like, it's super weird. It has like this almost cooling effect kind of situation. I don't really know, but it is just, it's very innovative in my opinion, and I've never tried anything like it. So good. I highly recommend if you're in the market for something like that. The next product is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I have the shade Brunette Betty. I should have used this in my brows today, dang it. But I was really unsure of this at first when I got it. I got this from Influencer for a review, and it has like, you know, the gel pencil on one side, and then it has the like pen on the other side. And I don't really use pens in general just because I suck at it, but I do use a pencil, and I really like this pencil because it's smaller and it's creamy. Not creamy to where you're going to be getting it all over your face, but it's not like you're having to go to draw it on. It goes onto the brows really, really well. Makes them look full. They stay in. Obviously, I pretty much draw my, like, I fill in my brows completely with the pencil. But I've really been loving this. And I'll have to look because I don't know if they have one that's just the pencil side, because if they did, I would definitely pick that up and I would interchange it with my e.l.f. brow pencil. This is the one that I always use. This is what I have in my brows today. And it's nice. I mean, the pencil itself is just a little bit bigger. I'd like if it was smaller, but for $3, I really enjoy this. So this could be something like I rotate in between of, just as like a treat. But I definitely would recommend this. I do think it's really good. There will be a tutorial going up of me actually using it at some point this month. It might have already gone up in November as a short, I don't know. But I really love this, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a new brow product. The next products I have is the Bare Minerals Maximus Mascara. This looked like something I was really gonna like, because like, look at that wand. Like, I thought that I would enjoy it because it looks like it is about to give you the next level volume. It looks like it is, but it did not do that for me. It almost felt like it just coated my lashes, but it didn't build up. Like, the mascara wasn't building up to create that volume. I just felt like it coated my lashes, and the biggest annoyance, it did not hold a curl at all. Like, it just like flop, and like you couldn't see my lashes at all. So this for me is a huge pass, which sucked because I was kind of hopeful. I was like, maybe this will be the next Bite Beauty. Not even close. So I would not recommend this. I actually have it set aside because I've been doing like the mascara wings here and there, and I'll use this for that. The same with the Arcerelli Beauty one. I'm trying to use this one first because I had it open first and it's almost gone. But that's what I'm doing with those two, just trying to use them up that way. The next product is from NYX. It's another concealer. It is the Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This is so good. I'm wearing it today. I don't set my eyes with powder. I know some people are probably like, but listen, there's something with my under eyes that when I set with powder, it doesn't look good. Like, sometimes I will go in with like a puff and a little bit of loose powder and do that, and it looks okay. but I have to be really careful with powder under my eyes. I am getting older. I am getting more, you know, fine lines and stuff. So I don't usually set because it just looks so much worse. But this does a really good job. It doesn't settle into my fine lines. I don't have a lot of creasing. I have the shade Light, and that's what I'm wearing today. I think that it is a nice color for me right now. It was a little bit light in the summertime, but for the winter, I think it's really nice. Like I said, I think that it looks really good. It's long lasting, a really stunning product in my opinion. You're probably like, have you even used it? I have, just like not a ton, because like I said, the shade's just now working for me, but I have been using it and I have really been loving it. So I definitely think this one is worth the hype, and it's on the drugstore end of the store, so it's a little bit more affordable, and I could definitely see myself picking this one back up again. The only thing that I don't like is that it's a pump, which I know some people probably love that about it because it's more sanitary, but I'm not using my makeup on other people, so I prefer doe foot just because it's a little bit easier for me. And also I don't always use a sponge, so if I'm using this with a brush, it's just a little bit harder, and I don't really like that. But formula wise, it's great, and I could definitely see myself picking it up again. Next up, we have another palette, is a Soulmane 2 from Odin's Eye, you guys. When you're seeing this, I've already filmed with it a couple times. I don't know if like you've seen those videos, but it's been filmed with. And just wow. Like, I am so impressed. And I was in such a rut with color, and this literally just grabbed me by the neck and was like, come on, bitch, color time. It is so stunning. The pigment that you get from the mattes is on the next level. Like, it's so colorful, it's so bright, it's so pigmented, it blends easy, it's not patchy. The shimmers are just, oh, they're so beautiful. Look how sparkly that is. It's so sparkly, you guys. Like, I don't even have enough good things to say about it. All I have to say is, oh shit, because now I'm gonna want more Odin's Eye palettes, because the formulation is everything that everyone's been saying. It is so freaking good. And I mean, look at the packaging. Like, come on. This is so beautiful, and it's textured, and it's well done, and it's high quality, and it doesn't feel like cheap or thrown together or anything like that. It is so well done, you guys. I know that this one is still available on their site. Like I said, I highly recommend this. If you're someone who's drawn to this color story, like, you are not going to be disappointed. It is checks. Wow. So good. Really love this one. So yeah, I cannot wait to try hopefully more from Odin's Eye in 2023, but this palette is just smashed freaking hit for me. Really love it. The next product is a bronzer, and I got this from, was it Boxy? I think it was Boxy in November. It's from the brand Lower East Side, and I have the shade Skyscraper. It is a cream bronzer, and I've been using this like pretty much nonstop. It's what I have on today. I think it's a really beautiful tone. It blends in really well. It's long lasting. I think it's on the more affordable side, around like the $15 range. I don't know where this is sold at because I've never heard of this brand until I got it in my Boxy box, but this is beautiful. I'll swatch it next to the other one I had out here. And you can see the tones are different in it. I was actually worried that it was going to be potentially too deep for me, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks really good, actually. So yeah, this was the Tarte one, and this is the Lower East Side one, just in case you were thinking about picking one up. But yeah, I think that this is really great. Another like kind of surprise find slash like steal. I was really happy to get this in my box, and I'm glad that it worked out like so stinking well. I loved it. The next item I want to talk about is the Huda Beauty Fox Filter Concealer. I have the shade 2.1 in. And what I want to say first of all is I feel like the shade range in her concealer line is the best she's ever done. If you have tried a lot of Huda base products, then you know her line typically runs dark and yellow. And I felt like this line in particular was the closest to actual like tone accuracy. I thought she did a really nice job with that. And that's why I was so excited. But this just doesn't work well for me. Unfortunately, it creases really bad under my eyes. I'd gotten this for my birthday from Luke, and I hadn't really had the time to try it. I think I tried it once in a first impressions, and then I wanted to gather my thoughts before the end of the year. And yeah, it's just a creasy gal. I think the tone is beautiful, but it does not hold up well in my under eyes. I even tried with powder, still didn't hold up. So my thought is I'm gonna try and use this as an eyeshadow base, and if it holds up well enough, then I will use it up that way. But if it doesn't, then I'll probably just declutter it to someone else so they can get use out of it, because everyone's under eyes work differently. And even though it might be creasy on me, it might be fine on someone else. So yeah, unfortunately, this was a big miss for me. Another unexpected love is this True Nude palette from Element Beauty. I got this in an Ipsy box, I believe, and I love it. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's actually been used quite a bit. What I love about it is just a really great staple brown neutral palette, in my opinion. This is going to be something that I'm going to travel with because it's lightweight but feels sturdy, and I just think it's great for simple matte looks. If you want to do a simple matte look, or if you want to, you know, spice it up with a shimmer, you have a spicy shimmer in there that is absolutely stunning. That shimmer is like gorgeous. It popping. She's popping. Popping. But I think it is just beautiful. The mattes are so easy to work with. They blend out really nice on the eye. You get a lot of depth and dimension within the tones. I literally love it. Like, it is so good. I think this is a really great staple palette. Like I said, I'm gonna, when I travel or do overnight, like long weekends, like this is what I'm probably gonna take with this, and then like an hourglass topper. Like it is so good. So if you're looking for something simple, neutral to travel with or overnight stays, I think this would be great. Or even if you're someone that just enjoys that kind of eye, this kind of color story, I think that this one is really nice, because again, it's just one of those foolproof palettes that doesn't require a lot of thought or preparation. It's one, in my mind, just kind of speaks to you of what to do, and it's easy and it's quick. I really love it, and yeah, would highly recommend this one. The next product is the Smashbox Halo. This is their Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I have the shade Fair Light. This does match me right now. I wish that the shade range is pretty poor with this product. So if I could change one thing, it would be that the shade range would be better. I will say that about it. But what I do love is the way this looks on my skin. Because it looks good. It is just so nice, you guys. Whether you are going to be applying it with a brush or with a sponge, it looks beautiful. It is light. I would say light to sheer coverage. So like perfect for no makeup, or just something quick in the morning to give yourself a little bit of coverage to hide, you know, some of those imperfections or whatever. I think this is really great for that. It does also give a really nice, healthy lit from within glow to it. It doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't look like greasy or oily. It's a very subtle, healthy glow. It does dry down, but it doesn't get mattifying or uncomfortable. And I've also found it to be long lasting. I don't have any issue with it lasting the entirety of my workday. So yeah, this is a really great one. Definitely one of my favorite products for complexion that I have tried in 2022. So yeah, really, really like that one. Next up is from Wet n Wild. This is their Photo Focus Face Primer, the Matte. I actually picked this up pretty recently. I've only been trying it for about 2 weeks now, but I was finding that like sometimes my face, like even though we're going into winter, it'll randomly be super oily, and I didn't have like a matte primer to combat that because a lot of my base products are more glow oriented because I like a glow and I'm not usually oily. So like when I was using my Fenty hydrating primer, I was kind of feeling like I'm looking a little oily, like I'm getting there. So I asked for some recommendations over on Instagram, and one of my friends had recommended this one from Wet n Wild, and I was like, hell yeah, brother. It's like under $6, I think. So I gave it a try and I'm loving it. I'm wearing it today and I don't feel like I look, you know, super matte. I don't feel like I look dry. I think it's a really beautiful in-between product to where it's going to be matte enough that you're not looking oily, but you're also not looking dry. Like it keeps some of, you know, the natural glow going on. So I've really been enjoying this one and I would definitely recommend it. The last item that I've been recently trying that I wanted to chat about was also from November's, man, I always get it confused if I got it from Boxy or if I got it from Ipsy. I want to say I got this one from, no, maybe I did get it from Boxy. I don't know. But it is the In My Element eyeshadow palette from Item Beauty. I did do a look with this on my channel. If it's not up yet, it will be. But this is what it looks like. Absolutely stunning. This color story is gorgeous. I've loved every single look that I've done with it. And I am just so freaking impressed by the quality, you guys. Look at those shimmers. And I think this palette is like under $20. But these shimmers are just insane. Beautiful. Long lasting. They don't crease. The mattes were really easy to work with, blended really well, didn't have any issues. I think that the packaging, super cute, super fun. This one and this one were ones that I wouldn't expect to be like, oh, I'm so happy to have them in my collection, but I am. Like, they're actually really good finds because I know subscription boxes can be kind of hit or miss. For sure, but these were two really big hits that I'm still so grateful that I got in my boxes because I love them both and I highly recommend them both. But yeah, that is all for my speed reviews. If you guys enjoyed this video or these types of videos and you want to see more, be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. I appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.